All right, it's been about 2 weeks since I put the epoxy down, and it's fully cured to whatever level it's going to be. You can see there's still some overlap on the edges, and then you've got these cracks, which were going to be there anyway. I didn't try and do anything to fix them. Looks like there was some moisture. You can see this spider webbing type effect and these dots. The only thing I can assume is that was moisture underneath the epoxy, but there's nothing you can really do about it now. But other than that, it looks great. Everybody that's come over and seen it says it looks wonderful. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go through my tips and pointers for what I did. You can see one of the issues here I had as well is I pulled the tape off once it said it was dry enough to walk on, so about 2 days afterwards, and it actually took some of the product with it. And then I've got this stuck on there, ripped the tape, and I'm scared to pull it because it might result in that. So I don't know if you can remove the tape as you're going along. You know, paint a section, pull the tape off, paint a section, pull the tape off. That might be your best bet as opposed to letting it dry on the tape. You can see the tape left us a pretty clean line separating the product from where we were. Maybe frog tape would work a little better, but we used the blue tape, and then we just pulled it as soon as we had the area painted, so it didn't have any issues with sticking. It turned out really well for the product that it is. There were some minor mistakes that we made as far as drying it out. The only issue that I saw that I don't think can be avoided is the overlap. Where we went a little thicker, it's a little less noticeable. Up here on the front where I was a little thinner, you can see the overlap a little. Actually, scratch that. Opposite. Well, you can see the overlap either way. You can see it on the thin and the thick part. I don't know how to get around that. We were putting it down at the temperature it said. I think it was 75, 80 degrees outside when we were doing it. I was going as fast as I could. I think we did the whole 525 square feet in maybe 40 minutes. So I don't know how to get around that. As for what I would do, I would allow at least 2 days drying time from the time you wash it to the time that you're putting this down. At least. We did 28 hours, it wasn't enough. I would use a pan for your product, for your epoxy. I tried pouring it out and rolling it, and that just didn't seem to work well. I used a pan, the roller, just like you're painting a wall. It's definitely a two-person job, one person throwing the little flakes and the other person rolling, because this stuff dries pretty quick. You have to keep, some sort of ventilation in here, so you're gonna have to conform to whatever the elements are. But in summing up, I think, 2 people, use a pan, let it dry 2 days minimum, depending on the humidity, everything like that. And I mean, pretty much that wraps it up. I'm happy with it. It's gonna work perfect. It's gonna serve my needs in this garage. My Mustangs leak a little bit, so it'll be really good for that. But stay tuned, and I'll keep you updated with other garage projects.